Willow, baby.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Mick.
And I'm Willow, and we're blown out of our minds today.
We've come back to Glastonbury. I haven't been recording really much because we haven't been well recently. So I thought we'd come here originally was to deal with it. Yeah. I've been busy. You've been doing the police test thing, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm doing my police test spiral.
I've been attuned to my Reiki level Masters 1. So I'm going down that one. But we've come to Glastonbury. I had a lady in the shop, and we're looking about, and she says, "You are the guys that do the videos, aren't you?" So I actually got recognised, and it actually blew away. So we would obviously like to thank her so much. Feel like little celebrities, actually.
Got a little gift up.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful soul. She is a beautiful woman. So blessings to you. Thank you so much for making my day.
Oh, I feel so.
It was beautiful. It was. It's hard and harder to leave. Awesome, yeah man. Like, again today we've spent most of today in and out of these crystal shops because all that's just goes woo! We can't help it. Well, hopefully the plan is to go up to the tour again, have a look at the Red Springs, the White Springs, but we'll see where we end up and we'll catch us in a bit. See that there? Put your finger in.
I haven't got enough out.
It's got it on that side.
Oh, it's empty in two places. Put your nipples higher.
Because that muscle's not working there. But that one muscle works there, but the ones in between it aren't working. They're dead. There's nothing. There's no signal getting to them.
So you're going to have all these tested and then surgery probably.
No.
Would you opt for surgery?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't? Not to get your feeling back? No, to get your feeling back in your fingers and that, darling. Don't spend the rest of your life with no feeling when you could potentially get it back.
The tour, it's so dry, mind. Really dry and shit. Like, just, it's dead.
Breeze. It's still breezy, but it's beautiful breeze.
Like a nice cool breeze.
Grateful for it by the time you climbed up here.
Oh yeah. It's getting easier, mind, to climb up. We didn't stop like the last time.
No.
Every time we've climbed up, we've had to stop halfway, but not today.
Because we climb right up the face of it, we don't go around the paths or anything. We climb like up it. Barefoot today as well.
Oh, yep, barefoot. Yes, barefoot.
Is that all caravans on there?
It looks like it. Because I would like to stay beside the tour.
I am looking, I'm having like a good look around.
See what happens. Tell you what, it's been beautiful today, hasn't it? Sunbathing on top of the tour.
I know we'll always do that
relaxing.
beautiful here.
We'll always do, but it's
something different today for us today. So we've had the Swift and
loads of
the Dragonfly.
Yeah, no, that Dragonfly was huge.
Huge, because I even thought it was a bird.
I thought it was a remote control helicopter. But your priestess thing's something to do with the tour, isn't it? Or is it
Mary Magdalene.
Mary Magdalene?
Yeah,
So it's,
she was a priestess and a goddess, and this is where she came and
So
walked
that's
the
a-
lands of Avalon, and
done the pilgrimage.
yeah, and they've got the churches and everything to do with Mary Magdalene, and the goddess is worshipped here, and the divine feminine is worshipped here in Glastonbury.
Mary Magdalene priestess thing you're doing, isn't it? The spiral.
It's a Wings and Roses priestess training, which involves all the goddesses and priestesses, all the different energies, attunements, transmissions and things like that, which I will be able to pass on to women and men in the future. Yeah,
So watch this space, guys. Watch this
coming.
space.
And I'm also looking into taking my priestesshood all the way to be able to marry people.
The
Hand fasting.
hand fasting, yeah, the hand ceremony,
Spiritual
hand tying
marriage.
ceremonies.
So that's something that I'm going to look into when I'm finished this training.
And we've got the van so she can travel about with. You know, so if any of you are wanting a hand ceremony, is wanting to get married the old fashioned way with the hands and stuff like that, give her a shout. I'll bring her to your door. Job done. But you know, it's
We're here to spread the light. That's
we are
why
here
we're
to spread the
here.
light. Yeah. You know, like I was saying earlier on, we've been a bit low the past couple of weeks. My health's been absolutely really bad recently. That's due to the whole recovery process and the damage caused by drugs and, you know, opioids, painkillers and stuff like that. So that's had me really bad recently, which is why Willow went down the path with me of Reiki healing, and then getting attuned to Reiki. Is it level 1?
Yep, you're level 1 now.
So I'm level 1 Reiki attuned.
For your own
This is only for my
personal
health. I'm only doing it for my benefit, because I don't feel my purpose here is to heal others. The Reiki is I'm using it to heal myself, help heal my vessel while I'm going through this recovery. The stuff that's happening is just,
It's intensifying.
it's really intensifying. It's getting, you know, daily life's getting pretty hard. So that's what we've come to Glastonbury, you know, get some healing. It's hard doing YouTube videos, it really is, because you've got to find something that's going to interest folk. I kind of just do videos of our normal day, everyday life at home. We like to heal for us as well, isn't it? So we can look back at the places we've been and visited. We like to reminisce on the videos. But when we're not going places and we're not doing things, it's really hard to...
When your physical health's a little bit off, the
When-
last thing you want to do is record.
Yeah,
But
it's
I
kind of
do
be
think
true.
that this is just as important message
Yeah.
as all of the
Well,
other messages you send,
You know, because anybody else who's coming off opioids or painkillers who's been on them quite a long time, it is a struggle, digestive system wise. Wow. My bowels are absolutely ruined, my digestive system's ruined, and that's all because of painkillers. I do have faith that it'll all come, my body is going to heal itself, it's going to regenerate, it's going to get better. It might take time, but it will happen.
Get out there.
I need to walk off. Yeah, but it's definitely a reminder.
Some barefoot walking as well.
Yeah, barefoot surfing. I mean, we've only got a couple of hundred subscribers, but the returning subscribers that come specifically to watch us, which really is why we do this. Because, you know, you have faith in my videos and... Ow, 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 ow. My feet like this. Do you know what it is? It's like
I
my
want
feet's
to
a
smell
heat.
sheep poo.
It's like
I
my
want to
feet's a
smell
heat.
sheep poo.
But yeah, it was a definite reminder of the day.
To keep doing what you're
Keep doing the videos,
Yeah,
I think.
definitely.
It's like I say, and even if it just helps somebody, if you live with somebody who's on opioids and they're coming off, or you live with somebody who's addicted.
It is a massive thing. Like,
It
there's
is,
so many
yeah.
people.
But the doctors, and it's the first thing they do, they don't want to know, it's not about fixing the reason of pain, it's just to cover it. I went to the doctors the other day for the first time in God knows how long, and that's what I sat and looked at, how easy it was for people to just be getting stuff
Ow,
like
that's
that.
really hot.
That's really hot, this ground, wow! Burning me feet. We'll walk back into the town, because that's what we've done, we've parked right in town. We've walked right up here, and we've had a look at the well, Red Springs, White Springs, full of water bottles. Oh, oh man, that's hot. Get in the shade. Woohoo.
Oh, dogs, man. Poor
Oh
dogs.
wow, guys, I tell you something. Walking barefoot on the tarmac, them poor animals having to walk on this, and people bringing the dogs
People
out in
need
deep
to
weather like
walk
this.
about barefoot in heat like this to
Yes.
realise what they're
If
poor.
you're going to bring your dogs out, walk on the tarmac in your own bare feet first so you understand what you're putting them through, because wow. Yeah, please guys, just have a bit considerate. You know, if you're taking your pets out when it's like this, because we've seen loads of dogs getting took up the tour of the day, and the poor dogs are...
It's like 28 degrees.
It's 29 degrees, you know, it's red hot. Dogs are hitting the top and they're just pagged in this heat. To take animals up, their dogs up, it's just, it literally is burning the bottom of your feet. You can have all that. Oh, step in the shade.
Floor is lava. Literally.
So along with crystal shopping, which Wallace likes to do when we're here, spent hours crystal shopping. She's also got a thing for incense and incense sticks. So she's in
it's holier than thou.
Yeah, so she's in an element.
I've got the biggest chest on. Blessings, babies.
Oh, a bit like in the night when you're farting. Oh, the gas coming out of Wallace last night.
No, I was.
Honestly.
I'm gonna actually hold my hands up and say I have never farted that much. I don't even think ever.
There was a bloke parked behind me last night where we were.
And we just took to the giggles so late at night, didn't we, as well?
Well, obviously, I think fart must contain some sort of laughing gas. Because you're guaranteed when someone farts, everyone, you know, you get the giggles, especially when you've got a little box fan like this. And the farts are, I mean, they were coming out faster than the speed of sound.
I farted so loud for a
feeling the fart on my leg before I heard it. That's how fast they were coming out. So last night, she's farting away and these are manly farts. I get jealous of the way Wallace farts, and the bloke behind, when he realised I was stood outside the door when she let one rip, and it wasn't me.
Really? Did that happen?
You know, I'm laughing.
No.
He was fucking creased. So yeah, Wallace has got her incense burning now. We've had to revert to a little emergency cooker. Oh. Thankfully, I've got a little emergency box I put under the bed, and it's got like a little stash of soup.
This is how crazy, because the other day you were like, we'll open the black box and see what's in it and if we need it and everything. Yeah. And everything that was in it was like, well, it was pretty needed for emergency, and then straight off the bat when we leave to come away for a week. I've
got like an emergency box. It's just got like you know, stuff like a firelighters, flint and steels, catapult, a pellet gun. But yeah, because what happened was I went and getting a big massive 13 kilogram gas canister, and it's full. I should have really checked before we came away. I didn't, because I put the gas canister in and connected the hose, thinking it was all connected, but it wasn't. So the regulator's not connected properly, and it's given up tiny. It's only a little bit, but it's enough to not use it. Don't take the chance. So we've reverted back to this little camping stove, and I tell you what, it's
we didn't need a big gas thing last night though anyway. No. I had enough gas for everyone.
I was expecting last night, even says, I'm expecting to open the curtain, look out the window and see a couple of hot air balloons outside, with us floating up with them. Because the van was literally full of it.
Full of wind, full of farts.
And we ended up having to close the door, because we did have the door open for ages, didn't we? But we had to end up closing the door because the flying ants started getting in.
And and I don't do the creepy.
Not the insects, do you?
I love them. Obviously needed somewhere along the line in nature, but I don't love them. Yeah, especially them ants, because they're just like, come down here.
Should we play a game tonight? We'll play a game of ants.
Oh, I should have bought me high shoes. Plastic leotard. Pulls us lots of a plastic leotard in this one.
Can you imagine?
Imagine trying to get it in, you couldn't even you could not get it off.
What would you be doing?
One part I need to sit on the step, it's actually hot. It's getting hotter by the second.
Yeah, we've had to come in the van to cool down because the sun is absolutely glorious.
31 degrees right now. It's 31. The weather leader says 31 degrees. So the incense that I'm burning to bless the van with, that was off that You're a Beautiful Lady, beautiful soul. I'm sending you so much healing. And I've got my little ring with an eye on. All saying I. But honestly, I send you so much love from my heart, dears.
It kind of made my day. But yeah, thank you. Honestly, it's.
Yeah, because you were starting to doubt yourself.
I was starting to doubt
getting
myself,
self-doubt, and then this lady's come along.
And then we
I
had another.
recognised on the other side of the country.
Yeah, right down south, and then the phone call you've just been on, get my videos watched, and yeah, because Wallace made a good point, see, because Willow's right down a healing path.
Everything now. I'm a master of a few different healing modalities now.
I never really seen myself as a healer.
Through your words, through your experience, through being in
felt
recovery,
quite
and
a lot.
you know the people in your nearby place. How many people you've touched by telling them your story,
my
and
local
they've all
area,
came off.
Where we live.
There's about 4 or 5 came off. Like alcohol and everything.
Alcohol and everything else. And I was, like I said, I was on stupid amounts of all sorts. Codeine, tramadol, Zomorph, Oromorph, pregabalin, gabapentin, anything. Most of it was prescribed off of doctors. And I used to get it from elsewhere as well, because I was daft, I was stupid. And that led to another route of drugs, like cocaine. I got addicted. I had a massive 2-year cocaine addiction, and you know, then there was the alcohol, there was the diazepam. So I knew before meeting Willow, I couldn't be that person. I had to be clean. So I met Willow. I was clean off the cocaine. Obviously, I probably would have still been withdrawn from the cocaine. I was going through a lot of things at the time. You know, I just lost my dad. I'd already suffered, you know, many years of mental health problems and stuff, depression and stuff like that, through being in so much pain all the time. From the age of 17, really, when I had my accident. When I couldn't just be. I had to be doing something. I had to be busy doing. You know, I had to keep myself busy all the time. I was running around after everybody else. I was running around doing anything I could to help, just to keep myself being still, I suppose. I needed that distraction. It was the mushrooms, wasn't it? On the DMT. Like I say, Willow was been a healer for many years, and I was introduced to DMT, and that's when everything changed for us. I think I kind of changed as a person after that. Like, that's what I'm doing now. I'm slowly becoming me, because the pain meds are out my system now. It's been 8 months.
9
months. Yeah. It's been a year since I come off all the other stuff, because we've been together in a year.
A year next month.
So it'll be coming up a year for me. Cocaine and stuff like that, alcohol and everything. In 9 months it's coming up for me. Painkillers, and that I didn't ever expect a life without them. I thought that was it for the rest of my life. But with the DMT I've tried, and I don't even know what happened. All I knew is I couldn't take them no more. I think I was feeling what it was doing to my body, wanting my body to be 100% pure. I didn't want it to be random chemicals.
I honestly think you would have lived much longer.
No,
I don't think you would
myself.
have been here now if we hadn't met. I honestly don't think you would have been here. I think we would have let myself go.
I mean, as you can tell me, body-wise, weight, I went down to what, 6.5, 7 stone?
You were just like a skeleton.
I was really bad. Now I'm slowly, my body's starting to regenerate, like I said, but the digestive system is absolutely ruined. Sorry for talking shit, but my bowels, that's where the most of the damage lies. You know, obviously all the nerve damage and necks and stuff like that, but having the damage on your bowels and your digestive system really, really pulls you down as well. And like the last two weeks have probably been the worst, haven't they? Just depletes you so much, you know, and then getting attuned to Reiki level 1, you go through these shifts, and I became pretty withdrawn, really, didn't I? But that's because I like observing things.
Because you go, no, it's to take you inward. It is to take you to. Is your inner healer is activated. 21 days you're going to plunge anyway. Detoxifies you. Its soul comes alive, so your soul starts speaking instead of the egoic mind, and then you can go within and you realise then what needs healing. Your body will tell you your life rapidly shifts. You've got the ingredients. I think we're 11 days in now since I tuned you. You have. It's took you right in where you need to be. I totally believe in the universe working its magic, and people being attuned into the light so they can do their own inner healing, because when you do your inner healing, your outer world reflects it. You'll start seeing that. So when the more work you do in, the more beautiful the outer world becomes.
When I was saying, like, when I come off the codeine and that's people watch us do this, people were watching us come off the cocaine and stuff like that. They were asking my opinion. They seen us go through the process, and one of my friends come to us and says that I think I spoke to him when he was a 5-week clean at the time. And he openly says, I thought to myself, Mick, because if you can do it, I can do it. You don't always have to use your hands to heal, really, do you?
No. I mean, your auric field can do a lot, just being around people. Your presence in a room can literally shift energy. Wherever you go, you place your light there. And have intention to do it. Intention is literally everything. I can't push that on.
Enough talking
You
shit.
sit there looking like a proper guru. I love it. I mean, I've always saw you as a guru, and that's what all your words, because you're so good with words. So your words.
It's a bit. I don't know if it's because I'm good with words. I think what I've learned to do is take a moment and think about your response first. It happens really quickly. When you take a step back and just be conscious. Don't just blurt stuff out. Be conscious of what you're going to say. It has more chance of making sense. I think it is just about being conscious. Find somewhere to stay the night. Get some tea on the go. Use a little stove. Cracking little stove that though. Find somewhere and catch us in a bit.